stunning campground we have here, as you can see. So we are at the North Trout Campground, and that is a lake trout in front of us, through those trees that you can see. But hey, welcome to our 46th state. We are in Wisconsin, and we are loving it already. Arrived yesterday, jumped straight on our bikes yesterday, and jumped did 20 miles out and 20 miles back on a trail. Happened to just meet some lovely people, which we tend to meet a lot. So that is why we keep coming back to the USA. We love how friendly everyone is here, and we actually went back to their lake house, had a couple beers, and yeah, just chatted about travels and all sorts of things, and it was just awesome. It was like, yeah, talking to long lost friends. So welcome to Wisconsin. Now this is going to be a quicker adventure through Wisconsin than we had originally kind of planned. So our plan was to hit Wisconsin, then head up to Minnesota, head across to North Dakota, and then up into Canada. Now we only have a limited time here in the USA, and so we sort of always have plans of where we'd like to get to every time we do get over here, but those plans do tend to change quite often. And the main reason that is changing is because we have a friend running in Leadville, Colorado, the 100 miler, who we met 12 months ago, and he actually came to New Zealand to run the 100 miler at Tarawera, which was awesome to go watch him do that one there. And we've just found out he is running the Leadville 100 miler in Colorado in a couple of weeks' time. So we thought, well, why not? That's the whole point of van lifing, that we don't have to be anywhere in particular if we don't want to be, or we can be if we want to be. So we thought we'd spend a little bit of time here in Wisconsin, and there's a few rails to trails we want to do, and of course Wisconsin is known for their cheese. So we'll be checking out a few places with cheese. With cheese curds, I've heard, is the biggie here. And I don't actually think cheese curds is a thing in New Zealand. I have had them here in America before, but this is the home of cheese curds. And also mac and cheese. A good mac and cheese can't be beaten, and I'm thinking I'm going to find it here in Wisconsin. So yeah, grab yourself a cuppa, or maybe a gin and tonic, or maybe a beer. Sit back and see this week's adventures.
Right, so we've parked up, put John here, and we're off for about a 20-mile cycle. Pretty much you always are a little bit concerned that John might not be in the same condition when you get back to him, but fingers crossed. It's a nice quiet sort of country setting, so hopefully there's not too many derelicts in this area that want to rip off John. So on we go. We've started on our trail. It's meant to be all bitumen the whole way, quite a few ups and downs apparently. I'd imagine we'll get a headwind both ways. The trail goes around Manitowoc Lake, and I think we can go both sides of it, so yeah, it should be pretty once we get away from the main road here.
We can't remember what the track's called. Reasons for this is, and we looked at about 10 or 11 cycles, so we actually can't remember what this one's called.
I can now tell you what the trail is called.
You stopped and looked, didn't you?
No, just I had to think.
Liar, liar. Pants on fire.
The trail is called the Heart of Villas Trail.
That's right. Yes,
So it's meant to go from Mercer through to Boulder Junction today. We've just shortened it a touch for us. Both had a couple of lurgies. Rach recovering from a pretty decent head cold, so we thought we'll just shorten it up a touch. So it's me now walking the bike after getting to the hill. I was in way wrong gear, nowhere to come down. And there's my cycling partner who just cycled off and left me. Did not care. She decided to wait for me, Mrs. Armstrong. Thanks.
I did yell out, big hill coming.
Wait for me. See, it's the old tri-line fever going on. Rachel's been gassing this way back. It's like she's in a big hurry to make it back to John. Hope like Ellie's still there.
I tend to do my second half quicker than my first half.
But no, absolutely stunning trail. Just paved the whole way, wiggles in and out, hills here and there, which are really cool, like this one. We're finally back. Johnny looks to be in place, so fingers crossed. No one's taken anything from him. Big hug. Awesome cycle. Absolutely mint cycle. There's Rachel, Mr. John. Happy days. Always happy days when he's here when we get back.
Gorgeous evening for our first evening here in Wisconsin. Look at this. How gorgeous is that?
Today is all about food, so we thought we'd explore Wisconsin's food scene, which of course is cheese. So we are going to check out a few different cheese stores along our way, but first we're going to have breakfast.
So, I have got Brett, surprised him. This is a coffee flight, so it's espresso. It's their local house coffee they've got here, which is hot, and then this is a cold brew. So next up, now this is something Brett and I have never had. It's chicken and waffles, which is quite a big thing here in America, but their waffles, if you can see, are Bubble Waffles. So it's not like there, that is under there, the Bubble Waffles. So this is actually chicken and waffles and eggs Benedict.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Looks pretty good.
We have had our beautiful breakfast. Big fat tummies going on, and Brett is now just getting the bikes out. We're off on a bike ride today, and we're here at Green Bay in Wisconsin. What's the bike ride, Brett? The trail?
I think it's the Oak Leaf Trail, is it?
Is it the Oak Leaf? No, it's the Fox River.
Okay.
Yeah,
One of
no.
it's Oak Leaf, yeah.
We do that many trails. It's the Fox River Trail. So as you can see out behind John, there is a river, and so we're going to follow this south, I think it is, down towards Milwaukee. Not that we're going that far.
For 1.5 hours.
1.5 hours.
We've got a 3-hour park limit, so we're out an hour and a half and we're back.
Yeah, so that's sort of determining our length today. And yeah, and as you can see, maybe if you've been watching a few of these adventures week by week, our bed has changed. It is extremely hot here, so we have had to go to the summer cover. It was 33, 34 degrees here yesterday, so, and the downside is night times are also sitting at about that 22 to 23 degrees Celsius, so she's warm. Let's go!
I really must do something about that brake. No time for reading, lady.
Keep going, we've only got a certain amount of parking time.
Nice shirt, Rachie. So we're off on the Fox River Trail. We're only going to cycle out probably an hour and a quarter out, hour and a quarter back, which means we make back to John before he gets ticketed because it's a 3-hour park. But it's meant to be, for the first about a third of this, we follow along the Fox River, as you can see just out the side, and then we head on through some country, and I think our destination is a cheese shop, just over an hour from here. So I'm picking, that's where we're getting to.
We've arrived at the start of the Fox River Trail, and this one's a new one on us.
Dirty bastards.
You have to actually pay to go on this trail, we think.
And it doesn't give change.
Oh no. So we're just trying to sort this out now. How much is it, Brett?
$5 each.
$5 each.
To cycle.
To cycle?
That's it, we're going back.
$25 for the annual pass. So if we were going to do this a couple times, of course we would do the annual pass, but we're only actually here for about 48 hours, so that won't be happening. Brett's got it under control, so it's cost us $10 to go for a cycle. Well, there you go. So we keep those little tickets to ourselves, I take it?
Yeah.
So this is the trail that we're on, and they have little mile markers all along the way, so we'll just hit the 2-mile marker. We're just saying, so if you got the annual pass, it's $25, so cheap as chips, but for us just using it as a one-off, it's $5 a person. And yeah, only trail we've come across that charges. But in saying that, it's like a state park you go to, you pay to get in, and if that money goes to keeping this all up at spec so we can bike on it and people can walk on it, yeah, pretty cheap at the end of the day. So we've come about 50 minutes, about 15 kilometres down on our Fox River, and we are now going to hit the road for about 2 minutes and find a cheesery. Basket to fill with my cheese. Amazing being back here in farmland kind of area, Wisconsin. It just feels like we're home. And this is, of course, the Dairyland of America, I think is what they sort of title Wisconsin as. And of course, the cheese capital.
We have made it to Skray Cheese. So this was established in 1924. It is 100 years old, and it's a family-owned 4th generation artisan cheese factory. These are some of their cheeses. These are the cheese curds, and the samples up here that we can try. And there's some more cheese, all in these chiller units here. And wait, there's more. There is more cheese in these cabinets as well. Brett has just tried the cheese curds for the very first time, and squeaky is what he said they are. He's not really sure. And here's some more flavoured cheeses for us to try, but these are the curds that were made today, and we've actually been told that for the first 4 days you don't need to actually refrigerate them. So I just want to show you some of the flavours they have here are out of this world. We have got, it's a little bit hard to see through the glass here, but we have got cherry, we have got jalapeno, we have got nacho cheese, we have got blueberry. There is everything you can actually imagine sitting in this case.
Bag of curds and smush it, like add a lot of pressure to it, it would pull together and form a block of cheddar cheese. So this is just unpressed, very young cheddar cheese.
You've got to love it when you're the first person to put a pin on New Zealand on the map. Albeit it's in the South Island, but that's okay with us.
Shut. Another rail to trail. Back to John. Ooh. It's not too hot, which is good. We actually parked under the trees. A little bit of a mess going on today as we were in a hurry to make sure we got out riding nice and quickly. And here is our goodie bag. In our little goodie bag, we did get some garlic smoked beer sticks. So they should be nice and yummy at some stage. You just never know. I left Brett to buy, so you just never know what you might find in that bag. But we also got a 3-year aged cheddar. They had actually in there up to 18 years aged cheddar, but we just went with the 3 because we like that. And I think I'll be eating all these by myself. But these are the cheese curds, and they were freshly made this morning, and Brett doesn't really like them, so I think they were going to be all mine. So it is shower time. We're going to have a quick shower, so everything does have to get pulled out so it doesn't get wet. And it takes literally just like that 30 seconds to prepare our shower. Now we haven't heated our shower today because it is so warm outside, so nice cold showers. We're going to have a quick shower, get ready, hit the road. We've got about an hour 40 down to Milwaukee, but we've got a couple stops on the way. We're all showered up. The only real maintenance and time that needs to be taken is what Brett's doing down here at the moment. We just have to stop up any water if we're not quite level that the water's going to run down that plug hole. We just quickly clean up the water, and then that way we can put the toilet back in and everything's good to go. The house is back to normal. A little bit of a clean up. We're both showered up. Our towel dries really nicely hanging on there as we are driving. And just to also show you, I'll have to get Brett in a second. So the shower is back to normal. Mr. Toilet is back in there, but I'm going to get Brett to come here. When we brought the van, I loved it. I had done the research, I had found the van. Brett was not sold on buying a van of this size because he is 6'2.5". I am 5'4".
3.
But anywho, so any van's going to suit me because I'm mediocre short. But so Brett, the key was when we brought the van, I said to him, I'm not even going to step in it. I want it. This is what I like. It suits us. It's got to suit you. So I let Brett walk in. He, of course, hopped up on that bed to see if that would work for him. So I can fit here really nicely, and thankfully, because I am short, so Brett sleeps on the far side and he sleeps on an angle. So Brett's feet end up just here, and I'm left with pretty much this part of the bed, and he's on that angle. So that is how we make the bed work, and it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, that works really well. Really well. I'm more than comfortable.
Yeah. Just a little point of call for him is how can he fit? Does he fit? Yes, he does. So there he is. He's, his head's slightly on the side. But it's like, look how far forward. It's a big shower. Everyone actually comments when they come look at our van how big that shower is. So brilliant. And as for him standing up actually in the van, well, he would hit his head on that. But the van, you're pretty good.
Just walk with a tilt.
Just walk with a tilt. So if you do see Brett in the future, people, and you see him walking on a tilt, you know why, because we've lived in the van for far too long. Righty ho, people, we are off to another cheese place. See you there.
I was making my way across town, trying to get to you. I've been keeping my phone on no sound, facing you out, that's true. Now I get butterflies just thinking about your eyes, and that can't be all bad. Things came up, things went down, maybe turn back around. My spider sense screaming that I'm mad. A big storm blew up.
Right, our next stop for the day is Henning's Cheese Store. So Henning's Cheese Store here is also a museum, and it's a whole entire factory as well. So the milk comes here, gets processed, and all the cheese is made. So a little bit of a backstory on Brett and I, if you haven't been watching and you've just found our channel, is that Brett and I are actually from New Zealand. We have been dairy farmers. We farmed together for 25 years, then got a contract here in the USA for 3 months to come to a farm in Missouri and train up staff to be pastoral farmers. So most farms, especially here in Wisconsin, definitely are confinement farms here in America. And down in Missouri,
These farms were all pastoral grazing farms, so that means their cows are outside and eating grass, summer, winter, autumn, spring, and it's a little bit tough their winters. So yeah, that's what we came over here to do, was a 3-month contract to help them learn to do that a little bit better. And that 3 months turned into 3 years because we loved it so much. We farmed in Oregon as well and did the same job there, and in Missouri. So went back and forth, back and forth. Righty ho, Brett's all ready, so let's go eat some cheese. Wow, so these are the cheeses we can try. Brett's had a little bit of a chomp chomp. What I'm not interested in is the mango fire. That's this month's.
Don't do it.
Brett's saying don't do it. He's had it and he didn't really like it, but I'm going to give it a go.
This is blueberry.
Should probably try the blueberry. That's very nice cheese, a lot of cheese. And we grabbed ourselves a sticker. So as you can see, we do grab stickers. We don't always remember. How cute is that? We have come to the gorgeous historic downtown of Plymouth, to where we are about to head into the Cheese Counter and Dairy Heritage Centre. Plymouth is known as ground zero for the Wisconsin cheese industry. It is actually estimated that 10 to 15% of the nation's cheese is processed and sold from here, and makes the community the cheese capital of the world. So we ended up getting a flight, so it's just a cheese sandwich, toasted, and there is 4 different kinds of cheese. So I can't tell you what's what. So yeah.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. So this is the last one. Brett named that one, but see how orange this cheese is? There we go, that's for you. I've been eating pickle with my cheese. That. Milwaukee, we have arrived and it is about 33 degrees. It is a gorgeous day.
Nice though.
It is very, very nice. Somehow Brett got John in this park. He did a grand old job.
Rach was panicking about the pole.
I was a bit panicky about the pole because Brett did have to get a little bit close to that. You've got to remember, he reversed in, so yeah. But no, good job done, Brett. So we're just going for a coffee. So we are back in the van. As you can see, Brett is down there, and it is a hot day outside. Like I said, 33 degrees. So the great thing with John is that we have got our air conditioner on. So you can see it up there on the roof. So that we can run that for probably 2 hours. So we only need it for half an hour at the moment anyhow. But that just takes some of our house battery. Now our house battery up above me here on the rooftop is our solar panels, and because today's been such a hot day, we're easily at 100 on our battery. So we can let our battery come down a little bit, and then even this evening that battery will come back up again. So John is awesome. So first up, we have decided just to go with the cheese board and been happier, the $5 sangrias, and they are massive. So when I say we've only decided on the cheese board, that's exactly what we've done. So we've learned a little trick here in America because their meal sizes are so big. We just order one thing to share to start with, and then if we're still hungry, we order something else after that. So that way we don't over order anymore. So here we have 2 local cheeses. One of them with the red on the outside has actually been soaked in Merlot, and the other one with the dark kind of green brown is actually dried tea leaves. So after the cheese board, we did decide that we needed something else to share. So we've gone for poutine. Now this poutine is fries or chips, deep fried chips, and it's got gravy over top. It's got cheese curds that you can see there also melted into it, and a bit of bacon. But our lovely waitress also brought us out something we've never had before, and it is called beer cheese. So that can also be spread over top, and it is to die for. The beer they use is actually this new Glarus, which is spotted cow and can only be brought in Wisconsin. And we finished with coffee martini for one of us, and a flourless chocolate cake. Thankfully, as I am all cheesed out, this is the end of our tasting day in Wisconsin and our adventure in Wisconsin this week. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed watching us this week, and subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss part 2 of us exploring Wisconsin as we head to our very first state fair, check out the new Glarus Brewing Company, along with a boat ride in the Wisconsin Dells, among a few other things. So thanks from us, and have a super week.